Carol, first let me say thank you for doing this, coming out and telling about the patient's end of what hospice provides is going to be a really valuable thing in helping the hospice with this fundraiser.
Thank you very much. I'm very pleased to be able to do this for you.
Well, it's a great opportunity to help the Hospice Society and people that benefit from it.
Absolutely.
And I guess the first question, Carol, would be to ask what the hospice has done for you personally.
Well, hospice has been, it's when you're as ill as I have been at times, when you have people like hospice people coming into your homes to visit you if you're in the hospital, it's like a place of tranquility and a sea of madness, basically, is what it is. It just kind of brings you back to reality, because when you get so ill, you take these kind of flights out of your head to get away from what it is that's causing your pain or your illness or whatever you're dealing with. And so when you get that touchstone, it kind of helps you realize that there is tomorrow and life does go on.
Helps you find a center.
Yeah, that's it, the core. It's your core center, yeah.
Excellent. Cover that.
Well, for me personally, though, the healing touch that I received from Kathy White and Signe, and now another lady that's come in, although I don't think she's joined the hospice yet, but she tends to, is Tanya. She does massage therapy, and she comes to my home and helps me. But what I get from that is the same seeing reality, being a whole person. You're not just that sick person, you're a person, and they make you feel like you're a person, and they don't, the ladies don't make you feel that they're doing you any big favor by coming. It's almost the reverse.
Yeah.
And that's what's so wonderful about it.
It's probably quite comforting to have qualified people coming in and
absolutely
actual comforting medical procedures.
Yeah. Yeah.
You talked about the emotional support that you get. Why is it particularly good to have support from hospice personnel as opposed to maybe your family?
Sometimes you can't talk to your family the way you can to, not a stranger, but the way you can to someone who's a non-relative, a person who you know when they step out the door doesn't have to take your problems with them. Whereas if you're dealing with your family, I think the person who is ill tends to hold back because you don't want them to be upset or worried any further or any longer than they need to be. So if you lay it all on them, they not only have their lives to worry about, now they've got mother's life to worry about and maybe father's life to worry about. And I just think it's a lot easier within the family. They have to know certain things, but it's easier within the family that someone who can close your door and go home is the person that you can really unburden, laden, whatever
they
word you
can
want to
help
put
pick
it.
up your burden better.
Absolutely, without being emotionally involved.
We are, of course, doing a fundraiser today, and we're looking for donations and volunteers for hospice. But a lot of people out there might be thinking, well, I don't know anyone who needs a hospice. Why would you think people should donate to this cause?
Because someday you may wake up and need them yourself.
We've talked a little bit now about the volunteers. Why do you think other people should volunteer to give their time?
Because until you allow yourself that emotional tie with someone who needs your calming spiritual help, they have no idea what it means to be in that position, and someday they could be, and it gives everyone a better idea of what it's like to be on the needing end of that stick.
Well, thanks so much for joining us, Carol.
You're very welcome. I would just like to say that anybody who hears this, please take us seriously. This is a good program, and someday you may need it.